Is your magic meter running low? Well, we've got a cure for you. Welcome to Disney Coast to Coast.
Hey folks, and welcome to Disney Coast to Coast, the ultimate unofficial Disney fan podcast. I'm Jeff DePaoli.
And I'm Patrick Dougal.
And Patrick.
What?
Today there is tons of
Frozen news
of the week.
Ding!
Yes!
Which we've been actually lacking Frozen news kind of here and there, but of course more exploded up, so...
There is quite a few things that came out. Now, first and foremost, we're all getting excited about Frozen Fever as Cinderella is coming out to theaters pretty soon. I have to laugh at the fact that an animated short has a trailer. This is just laughable to me. You've seen the trailer, yes? It's pretty much what we've seen already. I think the big thing is you hear the song.
The song, like one verse of it.
Yeah, you hear a little bit of the song. It wasn't super like annoying, oh, that's going to get stuck in my head. So we'll see. Maybe the whole song will.
But it's kind of funny. It's more like they're using this trailer to also just bring more people to Cinderella, too. They're like, and we'll show you this, but you can only see it if you go see Cinderella.
Yeah, like, definitely. I'm curious what's going to happen, like how you're going to be able to own the short. If it's going to be like on the Cinderella DVD and Blu-ray, or if they'll stick it on another film, or if they'll sell it separately and then put it on the Cinderella. I wouldn't put that.
You could probably buy it separately.
But that's interesting. But it looks pretty cool, and like we said,
Literally.
Boom.
Jokes.
Yeah, comedians here. Anywho, so yes. Anything else about the trailer you wanted to say?
I'm excited.
We're excited. Moving on from there, the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival has begun, and as we reported, I think last year they actually announced this, but now we have seen the Elsa and Anna topiary.
They're kind of cool. They're like really cool.
They're very intricate, I will say that, but I have to say, are topiaries a little creepy to you? Slightly creepy to me.
I like topiaries.
If you don't know what a topiary is, it's when you see the bushes that look like characters or plant life made to look like characters.
My favorite thing, I think it was during Limited Time Magic, they actually made a hook topiary, but it was a costume. So they would take the topiary out, put it out, and people walk up to it and it would move. There's someone aimed inside.
Oh,
and it was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Like a living statue type of situation.
But it was a topiary.
Interesting. That's really interesting.
Yeah. And they've only done it that one time. Is for like a Disney Parks blog video. But
where was it? What part?
It was at Epcot.
At Epcot?
It was during Flower and Garden. I think it's Flower and Garden, yeah.
To talk a little bit more about Flower and Garden Festival, because I've never experienced it personally, so I don't really know what the appeal is.
It's very similar to what Food and Wine Festival is, except it's more, while Food and Wine is more towards like Food Network kind of people, this is more towards HGTV kind of people.
Okay. So actually, I was just watching HGTV.
So like, they have a bunch of panels where they'll have HGTV stars, and then of course there are some food samplings, not as many as there are during Food and Wine. They usually have a butterfly garden you can go into, and these butterflies land on you.
That's nice.
It's just a fun event. It's just something different.
Yeah.
And of course they have around the entire Epcot pavilions, they have topiaries.
Cool, lots of actually. Oh, I remember last year when I was there, they were setting up for it. I think it hadn't opened yet, but I remember seeing some topiary, and it's only at Epcot. Yeah, I remember that now.
Now, Food and Wine is still my favorite, but
yeah, I'm really curious as to like why it didn't. I'm assuming it didn't do well here at California Adventure because it never came back. I thought it went away because of all the construction, but since the construction's done, I thought it might come back, and it never has. So I don't know, maybe.
And just like Food and Wine, they do. I think they still call it the Flower Power Concert Series. So they'll bring C-list artists or something to come and put on a concert.
Very cool. Awesome. Yeah. So, yep, that's open already, I believe, right? And Disney has this new little thing called Disney as Told by Emoji. And there is, of course, Frozen as told by Emoji. Have you seen this?
I don't want to see it.
Kind of adorable.
Really?
It's kind of adorable. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
but it's adorable.
You're telling a story with the emojis.
With emojis. And it basically looks like your iPhone screen, and the bubbles pop up, and then the little emoji characters pop up, and it's kind of cute. Way cuter than I expected. You should check it out.
So that's the thing.
That's the thing. And the fact is, this is, yes, there's Frozen as told by emoji, but there's like a series now. Disney is told by emoji. So a lot of the classics are going to start getting emojiized.
Perfect.
Can we make that a word? Emojiized?
It's done.
Homagized? Homagization? Emojiized.
Yeah.
Okay. Emojiized. And finally for Frozen, there is a Frozen story theater app. Now, I have not heard of these theater apps before, but they are apparently a thing where it's an app, of course, and you go on and you can kind of like tell your own version of the story and reorder things and narrate, which is kind of cool. You can like record your voice narrating the story and put it along with the images and such. So it's kind of cute for kids, I guess. And
now, is this a Disney official app, or is
yes, this is a legitimate thing. So that's it for the Frozen News of the Week. We got the Frozen Fever trailer.
Yes.
The Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival, Disney as told by emoji, and the Frozen Story Theater app. That was a lot of Frozen.
Still going strong.
Going super strong. So, and we're now past the year mark, so. Anywho, let's move on from there. Some big stuff going on at Walt Disney World. Now, we have all heard about this whole Avatar Land thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they remind us every once in a while.
Just like, boop, remember we're still doing this?
Yeah,
cool.
I kind of feel like that's actually what's happening. Like, they're taking studies and, like, tracking how much people are talking about the Avatar thing.
I guess
because it seems very random when they're like,
yeah.
Like, it's no major announcement. It's just like, ooh, we're still working on this.
I guess it's kind of exciting because you kind of forget about it and you're like, oh yeah, that's still happening.
Yeah, but it's so interesting to me that we forget about it because, like, let's face it, for like Paint the Night or whatever, like, we don't stop dreaming about that. Whereas our Avatar Land, I feel like it's like this forgotten thing.
Well, I feel like it's also, they announced this back in like 2012 or something. Yeah. And when you throw a date of 2017, it's easy to forget. You're like, oh, it's so far away. Not going to worry about it. When you announce Paint the Night, it's like, oh, it's coming in a few months. Okay, I'm excited about it.
It's like, and it's in the calendar.
Cool. Rehearsals have started. Great.
Now, did you see the little video that went along with this whole Pandora thing? Okay. You know me. I get excited about new technologies. What do you think my favorite part is?
Bioluminescence?
Well, I don't know if this is probably part of it, but specifically the little walking paths.
Bioluminescence.
Is okay.
That you step on it and it glows.
Loved it. I was like, okay, if this is actually, to be completely honest, for the longest time, I always felt like Main Street should have had like LEDs in the pavement, LED lights.
Epcot has that.
Like where? In the little future part.
In the entrance to Future World, they have little LEDs that blink like stars. And
I always wanted that along the entire parade path to be used with like the Main Street Electrical Parade or Paint the Night. I think that would be awesome. Although it would be really annoying every time it broke down and like certain sections didn't light up. Yeah. That would drive me nuts. But I always wanted that. And I kind of got that feeling with this whole bioluminescence floor where you walk on it and it changes color. And the first thing I thought was like, first of all, how often is that going to break? And second, because it looked like it was kind of like mushy. It didn't look like a hard pavement. And on top of that, I'm curious how much of the land's going to be covered in that. So,
and of course, it's something you would only experience at night.
Yeah, it's a nighttime thing. So, I mean, it got me kind of excited.
Yeah.
I want to see new technology all over Avatar
I'm
Land.
still excited about Avatar Land. I'm excited about Animal Kingdom's whole uplift in general.
Yeah.
But Avatar Land's part of that.
Is Avatar Land like the completion of that?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Like that's like the last thing going. But yeah, they're still reminding us of it. So
I hope during the nighttime, that'd be hilarious if like during the nighttime safari, if like they dress up the animals in electric lights.
They better. That'd be awesome.
How funny would that be? Seriously.
That's animal cruelty.
No, that's making them part of the show.
Okay.
It would be like the Main Street Electrical Parade with live animals. Oh!
Terrible idea.
Genius. So that's it for Avatar Land. We're pretty excited about that, but also going on at Walt Disney World, something we've talked a lot about, and frankly, I didn't think I would mention it again on the show. But I have to admit, I saw a photo, and it got me more excited than I actually ever thought it would. The Sorcerer's hat is officially gone.
Yeah. And it looks so good.
So good. Like, so good. Oh, it looks so good.
Just to be able to walk into Hollywood Studios, look down Hollywood Boulevard, and see
Grauman's Chinese. Somebody posted a photo on Instagram, and I was just like, oh, it's back to the way it's supposed to be.
It's great.
I did hear a rumor. I don't know if this is true. I'd say 50-50 chance on this. I heard a rumor that the hat might be moving to a different location. And that different location may be...
Here.
No. I heard...
My apartment.
The Disney Studios in Paris. That's what I heard. Now, the only reason I think maybe that's true is because it seems like they took it apart pretty carefully. They didn't like take a wrecking ball to it. It took like a good week or so to take down. So I'm like, maybe they were saving it for some other reason.
The best comment I ever got about it was like, oh, they should bring it to Disneyland for the 60th. And everyone's like, no!
Yeah, I know. If they put it in the Esplanade between the two parks or something, no thank you. We don't need it. But I thought that was interesting to think they might repurpose it somewhere.
They should just take the little one that's by Disneyland Hotel.
Yeah.
And just replace it with the huge one.
Massive one. Oh, goodness. Yeah, just the view of Hollywood Studios is just fantastic. There is a really good video. If you've never seen it, I think I've sent it to you once. I don't know if you've watched the whole thing. But there was a special on TV when Disney MGM Studios opened, hosted by John Ritter. And you can watch the entire thing online. So YouTube it if you get a chance. It's very 1989, but it's kind of awesome. And it's back to that beautiful state.
Yay.
So, yes! So I guess that's the last time we ever have to mention the Sorcerer's hat.
But it's gone.
Unless it ends up in Paris.
Yeah.
Then we'll tell you about it. But I was excited about that. Another interesting little weird thing is Disney Springs, of course, is getting worked on, as we've discussed. But Planet Hollywood, which is like a huge piece of downtown Disney in Florida, is getting like a major redo, and it's coming. If you haven't seen it, it's a giant globe.
Yeah.
Literally, it's just a giant globe, and it's becoming the Planet Hollywood Observatory. And spring of 2016, it'll be finished.
This is super cool.
It looks interesting. I was like, as a kid, a die-hard Planet Hollywood fan. First of all, the LA lasagna is awesome. And second of all...
Just seeing movie props.
The movie props. As a kid, blew my mind. I actually feel bad that I'm like so jaded by that stuff now.
Movie props.
I used to beg my family wherever we went, and they used to be everywhere. They're not nearly as common anymore. But I used to beg my family to go to them wherever we went. And they would sit down and order. I would go around the whole place taking pictures. I have so many photos of Planet Hollywood restaurants, and they've definitely like gone in a different direction. I know they've had financial troubles and such, but I love the fact that there's still one at downtown Disney Springs.
There you go.
And
full name.
And it's getting a big redo, which means it's not going anywhere time soon, which is great. And it's kind of exciting.
So it's becoming it's still going to be a restaurant,
and then outside
it's going to be an observatory.
And well, they're going to have like a performance space too. So they're going to have a DJ and bands.
That's fun.
Yeah, I don't know how much of the movie memorabilia is going to be there if you ever go to the ones in Times Square. It's become kind of more like pop music type stuff. Like they have a lot of like pop musician props.
It's just more like just celebrity things in general.
Yeah, it used to be all Hollywood, and I loved it. But I once got the LA lasagna and then went to Disney Quest right after and did the whole build your own roller coaster thing where you sit in the tube. I
loved it.
Felt so sick after. I can't even, so sick.
Good.
It was not a good idea. Oh, I love Planet Hollywood. Let's go. Anywho, I think that does it for Walt Disney World, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's hop over to Disneyland, where Disney is unofficially making a tradition of every few months catching on fire, it seems like.
Yeah. Why not?
Now it's happened here at Disneyland. Right behind It's a Small World. And apparently fireworks were the cause. This is like...
Always those fireworks.
This been like... in a year period, I feel like it's been...
a couple here and there.
It's been Mermaid, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and now It's Small World at Disneyland. I think that was it within a year, maybe a little longer. That's nuts. We need to rethink this firework thing. That's it. No more fireworks at Disney parks.
No more fireworks. Now, I think... there's no way to... How do I put the Fantasyland, especially in Magic Kingdom?
Magic Kingdom or Disneyland?
Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
New Fantasyland,
Yeah.
it was extended back. There was no like replacing anything. So the reason why Mermaid and Snowy Mine Train are catching fire is because they're still lighting fireworks off in the same spot, but now you're adding attractions closer to that spot. Small World probably just wind.
Although Small World was almost backstage, because it was a tree behind Small World, which is basically the train track, which is like the edge of the park. So I mean, it was pretty much a backstage area. But yeah, it caught on fire this past Saturday. So luckily nobody hurt. Traction wasn't even affected. So
I think it was closed for 30 minutes, put it out, open back up.
Hey, if they could open Seven Dwarfs Mine Train as fast as they did, that one blew my mind when I heard that one reopen. That mountain was on fire.
Yeah.
That was crazy. But yeah, so that's exciting. Also, something interesting happened where if you've been following like Disney photos on Instagram, you probably know that Sleeping Beauty Castle had been covered up for a good period of time. It was pretty ugly. I mean, they just had the giant canvas in front of it of a picture of the castle. And to me, my assumption was it's getting diamond eyes for the 60th anniversary, because that's what we've been told to expect. Recently,
it came down.
It came down.
And it looks the same.
It looks exactly the same. Maybe cleaned up a little.
Yeah, maybe they painted a little or whatnot, but nothing different that I could see.
I saw some gold that I don't know if it was added gold or just shinier gold. Here's what I'm thinking. The diamonds obviously are coming later.
Yeah.
But if it was covered up for a while, do you think maybe some like really high-tech special effects were added for the fireworks show that like are unseen to the eye, but were put into the castle?
It could be.
That's what I'm hoping.
I'm waiting for some like crazy glow-in-the-dark paint that is going to put black lights on.
But we would have seen it at nighttime already.
No, they just wait for... They have to like put black lights on it or something.
But
I don't know. I'm saying that would be cool to have a glow-in-the-dark castle.
A rave in front of the castle. That'd be awesome.
They had to do some... I mean, even if it was just a paint coat, I mean, it did look better. It looked
cleaned up. I just was expecting diamonds, and I feel like it took longer than it should have for just a cleanup. I'm thinking and hoping there's some awesome surprises in the castle that we cannot see.
We'll just have to climb up there and check.
We'll just have to wait till May 22nd.
Or we can climb up there and check.
Okay, we'll climb up.
Yeah.
Okay.
No big deal.
That sounds good.
Not that tall.
So that's pretty exciting. Also, one thing we have talked about on the show is annual pass events. We recently did one.
Yeah, we did.
It was my annual pass renewal event that I took you to. And I think in the past we've complained because we didn't get to go.
Yeah, we're like, wait, this is an annual pass event? I'm an annual pass holder.
Yeah.
Why am I not going? Come on.
So we went. What'd you think?
It was fun.
It was fun. It was... we literally spent the entire night in lines to take pictures with characters. From what I saw from other people, if you wanted to ride rides, you could walk on anything.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who had their own private cruise on It's a Small World, which is kind of cool. But we decided to take pictures with characters. Now, the hope is always to meet like unique, rare characters when we do stuff like this. I don't know if they were super unique and rare.
So I was a little disappointed seeing from other Disney annual pass holder events like this beforehand, and it didn't seem as rare as those other ones.
At Disneyland?
At Disneyland.
Okay.
So I would agree that they didn't have as much as a selection as they should have.
Yeah, it was fun. It was people who aren't out every day, like they had villains. I think it rotated between Cruella, Maleficent, King John, Jafar, Prince John, Jafar,
Queen of Hearts,
and the Queen of Hearts,
and
Snow Queen, who was a lot of fun to meet. But we see them at Halloween. I'm kind of under the impression after that event, I feel like the rare character costumes are in Florida. I just felt like, why wouldn't they have brought out more rare characters if the,
here and there, I feel like we I wouldn't say we not lucked out, or we got snubbed by the theme of the event, which was Royal Celebration. However, like the past themes were like Christmas, and the one beforehand was like Rewind or something, and I feel like that one had really cool characters. So it's more of a what kind of theme you're gonna get.
You know what I want my theme to be next time? Disney Afternoon. Oh, I would be so happy.
What's that mean?
You know, the Disney Afternoon, step right up and come on in, here's where the fun begins.
Yeah.
Like DuckTales and...
Yeah. That's what the Rewind had.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
The Rescue Rangers.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
We just kind of got snubbed a little bit.
Yeah, it was still fun. I mean, we had Aurora in her prince, and we had Snow White in her prince, and we had Belle and the Beast, and who was rotating with Belle and Beast?
Tiana and Naveen.
Tiana! And Pocahontas. And
John Smith and Miko.
Yeah, I lucked out with them. I totally lucked out with them. Okay, so here was the deal with them. 2 of them were out at a time, so they were rotating.
All 3. They got whatever combination.
Yeah, exactly. As I stepped up to get a photo, it was
John Smith and Miko.
And then I thought it was Pocahontas.
No,
and Miko was coming to replace.
It was John Smith and Miko, because I got my picture with John Smith and Miko. And then Pocahontas was coming out soon. And to me, you can meet Pocahontas any day, Animal Kingdom. So I was like, John Smith, Miko, yes, let's do it. And then as soon as Jeff walked up, Pocahontas comes walking out, and he's just like, all 3? All 3?
I was like, a photo with all 3? And they're like, sure. And I was like, score. I'm like, everybody in line hates me right now.
Yes.
It was kind of awesome.
Yeah.
I was happy about it. Photo, not the greatest, though. Gotta be honest, not a great photo, like, on anybody's part. But still kind of cool. Anywho, it was a fun annual pass event. We've got another one coming up very soon. I actually didn't realize it was so close to that one. But heck, we'll
take it.
We'll keep going. We'll keep going. Also at Disneyland, a big announcement about Mickey Mouse has a co-host for the New World of Color. And his co-host is...
Neil Patrick Harris.
Of course it is, because Neil Patrick Harris can do whatever the heck he wants, apparently. As if you don't know already, Neil Patrick Harris's voice can be heard at Disney California Adventure on California Screamin'. He's the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and he's that guy. And now he's co-hosting with Mickey Mouse. He has a really good relationship with Disney.
Super good.
He's hosted the Christmas Day Parade, I believe, in the past. From what he does, the Epcot
candle processional every year.
Yeah, from what I hear, his deal is like he'll do it if he can stay in the Cinderella suite. That's what I hear he works out.
Yeah.
And
because I know anytime he does an event at Walt Disney World or Disneyland, it's always his husband and children along with him.
Jeez Louise.
And they spend like a week there.
I want that guy's life.
For real.
It's crazy. And he just hosted the Oscars for ABC, which is Disney, of course. So I'm curious. I hope it's just his voice. I really hope we don't see video of him.
I believe it's probably just voiceover work.
I hope so.
Let's hope.
I'm Neil Patrick Harris, and welcome
you see him
to
like
World
walk out in the water.
No, please. Oh, God. Don't make him walk on water. He's not God. Please, please. It's fine. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. Anywho, that's what's going on at Disneyland, unless you have anything to add. Okay, cool. Earlier, we spoke of Disney Afternoon.
Yes.
This was kind of done by mistake, but we've got some exciting Disney Afternoon news if you're a fan. The return of...
I don't know.
DuckTales. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
DuckTales is coming back. Hello. It's coming to Disney XD in 2017. And I'm excited about this. I have to admit, I didn't actually watch it a ton when it was on.
Yeah.
But it's just such a classic. And I think the theme song alone, if they don't bring back the theme song...
that's what I'm worried about. I mean, obviously, yes, I'm happy it's coming back. But everyone wants it to come back the original way.
It's not going to.
Yeah, that's why we're like, what are the changes going to be?
It's going to be
in terms
CG.
of animation and all that stuff. So I'm still holding out. I'll wait till I see it. I'm excited, but I'll wait till I see it.
On the topic of like animated changes, how did you feel the first time you saw Mickey's PhilharMagic at Magic Kingdom and you saw like your traditional 2D animated characters in computer animation?
To me, like, I think the first couple times I saw it, I didn't even notice.
Really?
I was just like, oh, they're 3D because I'm wearing 3D glasses.
I definitely noticed. And I was like, I don't know how I felt about seeing Ariel as a computer animated character and such.
I think it works for that attraction. Would I see a whole movie like that? No, it's not the best animation.
Yeah.
However, I do think people, Imagineers out there, hello. Mickey's PhilharMagic can be easily changed.
Updated. Doesn't need to go away.
Yeah.
Updated.
You can easily put new segments in there. I'm surprised there hasn't been a little Frozen edition. It's literally an animated film.
Just Imagineers out there. Hey, do me a favor. Don't add Merida. Please. No Merida.
She can sing.
No, she cannot. No, no Merida.
Okay, no Merida, but update it a little.
Yeah, I'm all for that. I would like to see an update on that because I think it's a good attraction. I was sad to see that Lion King show go, though. I loved that Lion King puppet show that was in there. That was really good. Anywho, DuckTales, Disney XD 2017. Keep the theme song, please. And actually, I just want to mention that Sarah Scantlin wrote in begged us to talk about that. So thank you, Sarah, for letting us know about DuckTales. Woo! Yes. Awesome. And one other little piece of news is that on Broadway, they have a little show called Aladdin.
They do.
And the original stars have signed contracts to stay through February 21st of 2016. So we have another year with the original Aladdin, Jasmine, Genie, and Jafar, which I'm excited about for Jafar.
He's legit the original.
Yep, he is Jafar.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. And they're staying for quite some time. So...
And I also believe we've talked about this before, but Hunchback of Notre Dame at Paper Mill Playhouse,
yes,
I believe is open. This week,
very soon, if it's not already. I know they're in rehearsals. Very, 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 very soon.
I believe it's this week.
Yeah. So. I know that some changes have been made. I've actually been tweeting with one of the producers of it, and there have been changes. I said to him, I'm like, did you change the beginning of Act 2?
With like the weird song?
Yeah, he's like, you'll have to come see. And I was like, oh. I'm like, I'm going to have to wait for Broadway. And then he was like, your mouth to God's ears. And I was like, oh, I literally got into this whole, like, if it doesn't end up on Broadway, it is the greatest theatrical injustice ever. It is so good. And we're so happy for most of the cast that we saw went. Patrick Page, we're so excited for him still being a huge part of it. And yes, I love Hunchback. If you have not listened to our Hunchback episode with the interview with Patrick Page, you need to. It's so good. Check it out.
And if you're in New Jersey, go see it, support it, so it can make its way to Broadway.
I think it's sold very well in Jersey, so it's gonna go to Broadway. The question is when.
Yes.
Okay, Patrick, it's trivia time.
You want to go first?
No, I want you to go first.
I want you to go first.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
Earlier we were talking about DuckTales.
We were?
Yes, we were.
Okay.
And it was actually another Disney afternoon show that was originally intended to be a spin-off of DuckTales, but actually didn't end up being that. But you might be able to tell by the title.
DuckTales title?
Yep, the title DuckTales, and there became another Disney afternoon show. It's supposed to be a spinoff.
Does it have Tails or Duck in it?
Yes, it does.
Tailspin.
Tailspin, yes.
Yay!
That was supposed to be a spinoff. And added bonus.
Tailspin.
Now,
How did that song go again?
I don't know.
I think it was just went Tailspin.
Tailspin.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. Something like that.
Yeah.
And
cool.
So there's a character from DuckTales.
Ooh, there was. It was like
that became part of Darkwing Duck.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. Actually, I think this character is part of Tailspin. Yes, this character is part of.
And also.
Crap, now I can't remember which one it was.
And also DuckTales. DuckTales and Tailspin?
I know he was part of Darkwing Duck, and he was part of either Tailspin or DuckTales.
I believe there's only one duck on Tailspin.
And was he in Darkwing Duck?
Maybe.
Character's name was Launchpad McQuack.
Yeah, Launchpad McQuack.
Yeah.
He was actually at that AP event that we missed that one time.
Yeah, and he was Darkwing Duck's sidekick.
Yeah, he has the
flight glasses
and the bomber jacket.
Mm-hmm. I remember meeting him as a kid at Walt Disney World.
He was out.
I have photos with him. Yeah.
Missed it.
Darn it. Anywho, that's my trivia.
All right, you ready for mine?
Yes.
Mine is super simple.
Oh, good.
If you know
Disneyland.
If you know Frozen.
I don't. I've never seen Frozen.
Since we talked about Frozen today, this week, and every week.
Yeah.
Really, really simple. How many brothers does Hans have?
It's not that simple. 7?
No.
How many do the Osmonds have? Is it the same number as the Osmonds?
He mentions it. He's like,
I know,
living with blank brothers.
Is it more than 7?
Yes.
17. Higher or lower?
Lower.
Is 7 close?
He has blank older brothers.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 12.
My 12 older brothers.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
What? Hans has 12 older brothers.
Oh,
That's why he wanted Arendelle, because he has 12 older brothers who's going to take over the Southern Isles.
Well, his family's like a baker's dozen.
You know what that means? There's 12 other movies where the villains could be Hans' brothers.
That could be a TV series right there. That'd be awesome.
Every brother is a villain of a new Frozen movie.
Nice.
Frozen 12.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
Hans Jr.
Hans Jr., Hans the Third. Yeah, it'd be awesome. Sounds like a hit to me. All you gotta do is put Frozen in the title, and it's an automatic hit. But anyway, folks, don't forget to connect with us on social media. Everything is at DisneyCoastToCoast.com. We can list them.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I don't. Facebook.
Twitter.
Instagram. Blog.
Tumblr. Yeah, and then of course we're on YouTube. SoundCloud. iTunes. We're everywhere. You can email us, DisneyCoastToCoast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
You can comment below if you're watching us on YouTube.
Yeah.
There's like tons of interaction opportunity here.
Tons.
Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Thanks for listening to Disney Coast to Coast. Have a magical day.
So that's pretty cool. That was over at Walt Disney World. I think this next little bit of news is the strangest Frozen of the week we've had.
Okay.
In Harlan, Kentucky, there is a warrant out for Elsa's arrest. I am not making this up. I'm completely serious.